Hello, welcome to today's video, which is my first empties video of the year. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Emma. I'm an Irish content creator and I've been making content online of some form for the past 15 years almost, and I started YouTube last year, so this is kind of still new. I film on my phone, it's all very rough and ready, so please excuse if the quality isn't great, but I'm doing it and that's the main thing. If you haven't seen one of my empties videos before, basically 3 years ago I started writing empties blog posts on my blog, OLGREENEYES, and it's basically just my way of holding myself accountable for what I use, and I guess making sure that I properly test out things that I'm sent and things that I buy, and just somewhere to kind of have everything in the one place, because I try so many different products. It's good to have somewhere that I can look back and say, actually, what did I think of that? Because sometimes I just don't remember. I am going to try and really go through everything quite fast and basically just say, did I like it or not? Would I buy it again? That kind of thing. So let's get started. I'm going to start with something quite easy, which is the ZIIP Electric Complex Conductive Gel. So this is their conductive gel that you use with the ZIIP Halo microcurrent and nanocurrent device. So this is not something that I necessarily need to review because it's a conductive gel. It does what it's supposed to do. It is expensive, it's €39, and I did try and cheat the system and buy like a less expensive one to use with my ZIIP, and it just didn't work. Like, for whatever reason, it just didn't work as well. So I just went back to buying this, and I stocked up when they had a Black Friday sale. I think they had 25% off. So I bought 2 of them and I am now on my second one. I'd say it lasted me maybe a bit over 3 months, and I use my ZIIP Halo maybe 4 times a week. So it does last for quite a long time. There's 80 mils in this, and they have 2 other ones that are more expensive and have more skincare in them that kind of does more for your skin. But I'm just happy with this basic one because the ZIIP kind of does enough for me. I don't really need more to add skincare. So I am going to be buying this again because it just really works. The ZIIP Halo works, this works. Instead of me getting like facials or treatments or anything like that done, I just use my ZIIP Halo, so I don't mind buying this myself. Next up is perfume. It's the Jo Malone Blackberry Bay Cologne, and this was a gift from my sister. She basically said to me, we were going on holidays in September, my birthday is in August, and she said, when we go on holidays in September, I'm going to buy you something in the duty free. So I opted for this because my sister and I like to buy a perfume when we're going on holidays because the scent then reminds us of that holiday. It's one of those kind of unnecessary things, but it's just really nice if you have the budget to do it. So she bought me this, and I have had this before. I think the last time I bought it was again in the duty free and we were going to the south of France. So this is my like south of France scent, and I haven't had this in like 5 or 6 years, so it was really nice to have it again. And it's one of those things that it's like such probably a cliche or like a obvious kind of classic perfume, but I really love it, and that's all that matters. Even though it is one that's probably quite popular, I mean, I don't really smell it on anyone that often, but I just really love that scent. It's just so easy to wear, and it's good for like day, night, any time of the year. It's just one of those really fresh scents that just brings back kind of all of these memories of going on holidays. So I absolutely love this, and I won't be buying it again for some time because I have a couple of perfumes that I'm trying to get through that are bigger sizes than this. But I actually went through this so fast because I just love it so much. But it is such a lovely scent. If you haven't smelled it yet, definitely give it a try, but it is just a really nice, easy perfume and one of my favorites because of the, I suppose, memories associated with it. So thank you to my sister for buying this for me. I'm gonna do hair now. I have the Garnier Ultimate Blends Banana Hair Food Shampoo and Conditioner. This is for dry hair, which my hair is. It's a nourishing shampoo and conditioner. It smells like banana, obviously. So if you don't like banana, I just wouldn't even try. It's not an offensive banana scent, but it is banana. What I liked about these is they're just kind of very simple. They don't have silicone in them. there is 350ml in these, as opposed to you usually get 250ml in a shampoo and conditioner. So I just thought they were very good value. It was like 20% off when I bought them. I think they're $8.49 full price, so I might have got them for like maybe $6.50 or something like that. So I just thought they were good. I bought them on holidays with me, and I don't wash my hair that often, maybe like maximum of twice a week, so they lasted me for a long time, and I do really like them and I would buy them again. They're just, you know, shampoo and conditioner, it's one of those kind of boring products that I just feel like I don't want to spend a lot of money on it because it's something that's washing out, whereas I'd rather spend money on a treatment or a serum or curl cream or something like that. So I really liked these and I will buy them again at some point. Another hair thing, this is the Andrew Fitzsimons Fantasy Curls Detangle, Define and Refresh Spray with amino acids for 3A to 4C curl types, and it's 150ml. You can use it after you wash your hair to detangle and to kind of like define your curls, and then you can use it if you want to like refresh your curls a little bit. So I used this on my daughter as well. She really likes this. She was like insisted that I use it every time I washed her hair. I bought this and then they actually sent me products, I think shortly after I bought this myself. So I've had this for maybe a year or so, and I thought it worked really well. Definitely something I would consider buying again. The only thing that I don't like, and it's not that I don't like it, it's just not my preference, and that's the scent. It's quite it's kind of like a coconut perfume kind of scent. Like it smells like a holiday fragrance. It doesn't repel me or anything. It's just I suppose I prefer something a bit fresh for a hair scent rather than perfumed. It just kind of is a bit perfumey, but not horrible. It's just not my favorite hair scent. So yeah, it's a good price. I think it's like $17.99, 150ml, and it lasted me a good while. So it's something that I would consider buying again. It's not something that I'm going to go out and buy straight away. I would buy it again. Like it did the job really well, and it was great for detangling my hair and my daughter's hair, which is the main thing. So yeah, I do rate this. If you like the scent, then that's great, but it just wasn't my favorite scent. You know, I just prefer something a bit more fresh. So that's my only negative that I have to say about it. This is the L'Oreal Professionel Paris Techni Art Ply Spray Thermo-Modelling Spray. You can spray it in damp or dry hair and then use a heat styling tool on it. So if you use it on dry hair, you would then maybe go and curl your hair or straighten your hair or something, and it basically adds like a grip and hold to your hair, and kind of if you apply it on your roots and then kind of blow dry your roots, it kind of gives you that lift and helps your style to last longer because it has like this memory thing in it. I'm not exactly sure how it works. It's like shape memory, and it definitely worked like 100%. It's not something that I necessarily need because I have quite voluminous hair anyway, but if you find that maybe if you wash your hair and style it and maybe curl it or something and it's a bit flat the first day, this is a good product to use before you heat style your hair because it just gives a little bit more grip and body and volume to your hair. So it definitely does what it claims to do. It's just not a product that I feel like I need, so I won't buy it again, but it really is good. A couple of JVN hair products. I have talked about these before. I've written about them on my blog multiple times. This is the JVN pre-wash scalp oil, and this is a scalp treatment that you apply before you wash your hair. You just kind of drip it onto your hair, massage it into your scalp kind of, and then just run the rest through your length and leave it on for about 15 minutes and then rinse it off with shampoo. And it is just one of those products that I just find makes such a difference to my hair. It's just really helped with the condition of my hair overall, and this is my 4th bottle and I will definitely buy it again because I really loved it. I'm using a different scalp thing at the moment, but it's not a scalp oil, so I kind of feel like I should have probably bought this when Space and K had 20% off, because they do a set of this and it is €27 when you get this in a full size, and then a mini of the air dry cream and the priming thing as well, and it's, yeah, €27. So when they do a 20% off, it's like €21 for a full size of this, and then 2 mini products, which is really good, because I think the full size of this on its own is $29.50. So I don't really know why it's priced that way, but it's been like that for years, and that is how I've always bought this product. 100% recommend this. It's just really, if you find that you really want to like focus on your scalp health and kind of do something for your scalp, it's especially really nice if you have like buildup of product, if you've used like styling creams and dry shampoo and hairspray. It's just really good at like kind of massaging your scalp and making your scalp feel nourished and fresh, and it smells incredible as well. Both of these products smell incredible. This is their air dry cream, which again, I've used this so many times. I've bought the minis and then the full size a couple of times as well, and it's just one of those products that works. It is a hydrating styling cream, so I apply it to damp hair and then I will diffuse my hair dry. I don't have it in at the moment, and I think, to be honest, I really need to buy it again because it just is so good. It's really, really moisturizing, and my curls just need so much moisture, so I kind of go through this quite quickly because I do use a lot of it, but it does last for a good while, because there is, I think the full size is 150ml maybe. But yeah, these two products are two favorites that I have bought multiple times. I love JVN hair products. They work really well for my hair, and I just find them to be really well priced, and they just work, and they all smell incredible as well, which is a huge thing for me, which I didn't really think it was, but when you get a good smelling hair product, it just really does make a difference. These are two products that I'm going to review together because they're kind of used in conjunction with each other. They are the Ameliorate Smoothing Body Exfoliant and the Transforming Body Lotion. I bought these in a set that was like really good value, and it had the shower gel with it as well. The shower gel and the exfoliant both smell incredible. This doesn't have a scent. Well, it does, but it's not a like noticeable scent, you know. They are both great products for if you have KP. I have such dry skin on my body, and this is like a physical and chemical exfoliant. It has AHAs, and then it has like I think it's like a biodegradable bamboo, kind of a gritty, like, you know, physical exfoliant. And then it also has like cocoa butter, shea butter to like kind of nourish your skin then as well. Yeah, so this has lactic acid, and then it has sweet almond oil and other hydrating ingredients. So these are great if you suffer with dry, bumpy skin, KP, anything like that. I think full price, this is €40 and this is 21. So they are, I suppose, for body products, they're expensive because you're obviously going to go through body products faster because they're, you know, it's more surface area. This is 500ml, so it does last a long time, but this, obviously it's 150ml, so it doesn't last as long. I use this maybe once a week, and then I'd use this every time I shower, like every day. So because it has the pump, it just makes it, I find, more appealing to use because you're not like opening something. They don't get rid of my KP or my like really bumpy skin, but they really reduce them. If you do want have the money to spend, I do recommend these products, but I am trying to use less expensive body products at the moment, so I'm probably not going to buy these again because that set that I bought them in doesn't exist anymore. So sadly, this is my last go of these for a while, but I do really like them. Okay, let's do skincare. So let's do a couple of eye makeup removers. I have the Nivea Double Effect Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover and the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover with cornflower extract. This is 200ml and this is 125ml. So they are those kind of bi-phase that you shake, oil-based waterproof eye makeup removers. I bought this one day because I think I had waterproof mascara on and I realised I didn't have a waterproof eye makeup remover at home. And then this I bought when I was making a Sephora order. I bought the House Labs concealer and I wanted to get up to free shipping, so it was going to cost, I think, less money to buy this than if I was to opt for the shipping price. So I just bought this because I've used this before a couple of times and I really like it, and it's 200ml, so it does last for a long time. I do still really like my Garnier one because I have the big bottle of that. It's like the sensitive skin bi-phase eye makeup remover or makeup remover. It's like a big one. I just find that that just lasts for such a long time because it's such a big bottle. So like a bottle like this, I would go through that quite quickly if I was wearing a waterproof mascara every day. And then this is something that I would only really buy if I was placing a Sephora order, which I don't do very often. Yeah, I mean, I probably would easily buy either of these again, but at the moment I'm using the Garnier one, and I will probably keep using that unless I'm making a Sephora order or this is like on special offer or something like that. These are quite inexpensive as well. I think this is a tenner and this is maybe €5 or €6, so good value for money. Another cleansing product is the Rèphr Gentle Cleanser. So this comes in this really nice matte black packaging with a pump, and actually the pump comes separately. It comes with a twist top and then you add the pump, but it's like an aluminium bottle that is recyclable, and it's also refillable, which is great. A lot of brands don't do it, but I think it's nice when a brand does kind of go out of their way to make products more sustainable or environmentally friendly, whatever way they can. I know it's like a very small difference, but you know, it makes me feel better. So I don't know. It's made in Korea, and so basically Rèphr it's a really interesting brand. Their whole ethos is that they want to create products that are like elevated everyday staples for people and that they don't cost loads of money. They work a lot with customer feedback. They have this thing called Concept Store, which they sell their products at a reduced price. So for example, this is €26 full price, and in the Concept Store it's €9. If you use the Concept Store option to pay, so you pay €9, they are basically asking that you would then give them your 100% honest feedback, let them know what you think of the product, and then they, I suppose, make changes or improvements depending on what the feedback is. So I think it's a really cool idea because it means that you're giving your customers the option to get something that's a really nice product with really good ingredients at a lower price point, and all that they really want is for you to give feedback. So they're not looking for like a content creator to go and make content or anything like that. It's not that. It's literally like anyone can go on and use the Concept Store and buy things for less money, and then once you've finished it you will give an honest like review of the product on their website. I just think it's a really good idea, and they have amazing brushes, eyelash curler. What else do I have? I have their essence and their moisturizers, but I haven't opened those yet. But this was really nice. This is like such a nice gentle cleanser. It just gently foams up. It doesn't have a fragrance. They formulated it with a low pH so that it doesn't affect the balance of oils and water in your skin. It also has 15% glycerin, so it's really hydrating, and green tea extract and aloe vera and hyaluronic acid, and it's made in Korea. Sleek, very nice packaging, just like aesthetically really nice. I love that it has a pump, and I just really enjoyed using this. I don't normally feel very strongly about like a foaming cleanser, or like I would remove my makeup with my cleansing balm or cleansing oil, and then I would use this as my second cleanser to just make sure everything is completely gone, or I'd use it in the morning as well. You just needed a really small amount of it, and this actually lasted me for ages. So I like highly recommend this. It's €26, so it's not like the most expensive cleanser, but it's not the cheapest either. But like I said, if you want to get this and not spend the 26, you could spend €9 and do the Concept store and get back to them with your review afterwards. So I really liked this, and I'm not going to buy it again because I have a bunch of other cleansers that I need to use, but it is something that, like, if I was stocking up on some brushes or whatever, I would, or like buying refills for my eyelash curler, I would 100% buy this because I just think it is a really great cleanser and just very gentle, fragrance free, and it looks really nice. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, so highly recommend this. The Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyalu-Cica Water Fit Sun Serum SPF 50 PA++++++. This is 50 mils, and I have reviewed this. This is in my skincare favorites of last year, and I think it was in one of my empties last year. Could have been in two, because this is my third tube of this. This is like 100% a winner. It's a really lightweight texture but still hydrating SPF that doesn't irritate my eyes. It sinks into your skin really quickly. It's a really great base for underneath the makeup or on its own, and it's just 100% a winner. It is not very expensive. I think I got it on Stylovana for maybe like €12 or something like that, and you could also get double packs where it's like €15 for 2 of them. So it's just such good value. I know that there are other European based retailers that stock this as well if you didn't want to wait like the few weeks that it can take sometimes for the likes of Yesstyle or Stylovana to send an order. But this is just such a great SPF. I love it, and I will 100% be buying this again because it's just one of the best SPFs that I've ever used. It's 100% worth the hype for me. Really, really great. I am not somebody who usually uses an essence in my skincare routine, but this product has converted me. It is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water, and this is 150 mils, and it has 80% ginseng root extract and 2% niacinamide. So it's a product that is a watery texture. I just kind of tend to drip it into my palm and then just kind of like pat it on my face. And I used it just after cleansing before serum. It is something that is just going to really hydrate your skin before you even apply a serum. So you may not need a serum. If you use this and then a moisturizer, you may not need to use a serum. It depends on what your skin type is, but I particularly loved this for the summer. So I would apply this and then a moisturizer and an SPF, or this serum and an SPF, because usually my SPF is quite moisturizing, so I didn't need to use a moisturizer and an SPF, and I didn't want loads of layers of products on my skin. So this is an ideal product for if you are somebody who doesn't like wearing loads and loads of different layers of products or kind of thick products on your face, especially in hot weather. This is ideal for that because it still provides hydration to your skin, but you're not applying layers and layers of serums and moisturizers and really kind of thick, you know, feeling heavy skincare in the hot weather. So this is particularly good for the hot weather, but great all year round. Like, it's great in the winter as like an extra hydrating layer for when my skin is like that bit drier. It is great for putting on under a serum, and then I'll do this, a serum, a moisturizer, and my SPF obviously. So it works all year round, and it just gives such kind of bounce and extra nourishment and hydration to your skin. 100% will be buying this again. I have a different essence on the go at the moment that I was sent. I actually have another one after that. So once those are both done, I am going to be ordering another one of this. And actually my sister bought this on my recommendation and she really loves it as well. Yeah, I highly recommend this. It's just such a great step in my skincare routine, and I didn't think that I would love it as much as I do. I thought it was kind of unnecessary. If what I kind of described it as sounds like it would work for you, then this is like a great product to try out. So you can actually buy this in Boots now as well, which is great. You don't have to go to Stylovana or Yesstyle. You can just buy it from Boots, and they often do like 20% off. So you can get it for around €16, so it's not bad. It lasts for ages. So highly, highly recommend it. Another Korean product. This is the Heimish, or Heimish, I don't know how you say it, Hydrogel eye patch with Bulgarian rose water. And this was a product that was a free gift with purchase with one of my Stylovana orders. It's a full-size product, and I think it's like around €16 for the full thing. It actually comes with a little spatula that you can lift up the eye patches with. I have used disposable eye patches before. I've used the Pixie ones. I've used, there's other ones that I've used. I can't, Good Molecules. I've used that brand as well. These were definitely the best, the most hydrating. They stayed in place really well, and I just really thought they were great. They smelled really nice as well. So this was kind of a nice surprise because it's not something that I bought. It was a free gift. Depends on the amount you've ordered, you will get like a free gift with purchase. So this was a lovely surprise, and it's not something I would repurchase because I have my ZIIP Forever eye masks. ZIIP is a skincare brand. They have a few products. They don't have tons of products, but they're all really good. I've tried I think all of their products except for their serum, which isn't sold in Europe, or like can't be shipped to Europe because of some of the ingredients. I use those reusable eye masks with a serum underneath, an eye serum underneath, and that's my eye mask situation. I try to not use like sheet masks or disposable masks, purely just because I feel like if I don't have to, then I try not to. Like, I prefer to just get like a tube or a jar with a mask that I can just apply as normal. So yeah, these are lovely, but if you do want to use eye masks and you find your eyes need extra hydration, I would recommend the GLOW Forever eye masks over these, because you can just get whatever serum you want or eye cream and then apply kind of a layer of it and then the reusable eye masks on top. And I just feel like it's more environmentally friendly, like it just is, like, but like it's not something that's going to make a huge difference, but to me it does, and I like the idea of using something that is reusable rather than disposable. So that's, you know, I really loved these, but I wouldn't buy them again because I have something that is reusable. Speaking of things that are disposable, I'm just going to contradict myself now and show you these hydrocolloid pimple patches. So these are the Cosrx pimple patches. These are the ones that have like a tapered edge, and they're my preference. Like I prefer those to just the like plain round ones. I bought one of these from Boots and one of them from Stylovana or Yesstyle, I can't remember which one, because Boots sell Cosrx now as well. I have really gotten into pimple patches because I am such a bad skin picker. If I have a spot and I can squeeze it, I will squeeze it. I really am so bad at picking at my face. Like if I go into the bathroom and like I have one of those like magnifying mirrors, and if it's like a bright day and I can see my skin, I will pick at things that are not even there. It's just one of those things. I know some people do it and some people don't, and I am just one of those people who picks at my skin, particularly if I have a spot and it's like annoying me. I will just keep at it. So I started using pimple patches purely because it was really annoying me how much I picked at my skin. So now when I get a spot and it's kind of just coming up, I will put one of these on it if I'm not wearing makeup. Like if I'm wearing makeup, I'm not going to pick at my skin, but if I'm like at home for the day and I'm not wearing makeup, I just like to put one of these on a spot so that I'm not tempted to pick at my skin. And then I like to wear them overnight as well because they're just great for like treating a spot overnight and kind of getting rid of that really like redness and soreness. I just recommend these. I do. Like even though they're disposable, I just haven't found anything that is reusable that is like the same as these. So I'm just gonna keep buying them for now. If you do have recommendations of something that is reusable, that is like a pimple patch type product, please do let me know, because I would love to be able to do something reusable instead of using these. But highly recommend, if you're a skin picker, you have to get some pimple patches. Another one that has been in my favorites and previous empties is the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is obviously a cult favorite product, and for me it lives up to the hype, and I really love what this does for my lips. I use this every evening and obviously use it as an overnight lip mask, and it just works really well at smoothing and hydrating and nourishing my lips, and my lips are never dry when I'm using this. I did stop using it at one point and I got something else and it was not good. So I just feel like this is just agrees with my skin, it agrees with my lips. I love this berry scent. This is the one that I get all the time, and again I started buying it on Yesstyle and Stylovana because it's a bit cheaper. It's €24 I think from like Space NK and Cult Beauty, but you can get it for like I think a €10 or €12 if you get it from the likes of Stylovana or Yesstyle. And it is 20 grams, so it does last me for like 6 months of using it every single night. So it's just really good value for money. Even if I was to pay €24, I would still be happy because it just lasts for such a long time. It's just works really well. I love the berry scent, and it's just, yeah, it's a great lip balm. I don't know what else there is to say. Yeah, it smells amazing. This is one of those cult products that for me, it lives up to the hype, and I will 100% be buying this again. I actually have a backup that was given to me as a Christmas present, so I'll be using that now. It's a product that I'm going to continue to repurchase unless I find something better, which I don't think I will. So I have a couple of eye creams. I have the La Roche-Posay Toleren Dermalergo. Yeah, I don't know what Dermalergo means, but this is 20 ml. It is basically for anyone who has sensitive skin, eczema, kind of reactive skin, this range is kind of products that are good for people who have those kind of issues. I got this just as like my everyday day cream because I think they had 20% off, so I think it was like €17 or something like that. It lasted for ages as well, so I really rate this. It's just a very simple eye cream that just works, and it just kind of hydrates your eyes. It doesn't, there's no like actives in it, it doesn't do anything, like there's no vitamin C or anything like that in it, but it just really hydrates your eye area, and it didn't irritate my eyes, and sometimes my eyes can react to eye creams, so I just really liked it and I would buy it again. Another one is the Medicate Crystal Retinol Ceramide Eye 3 Smooth and Lift Eye Cream, and this has 15 mils in it. So I bought this because it just came highly rated as a like a starter retinoid eye cream for nighttime, and I'm coming up to 40 next year. I'm starting to get the fine lines around my eyes, and I just wanted to kind of start using retinoids around my eyes and see if it did anything. So this is their starter one. They go up in increments of 3, so it's like 3, 6 and 9. So they recommend that you phase this in gradually and you use it twice a week for 2 weeks, then every second night for another 2 weeks, and then after that you can use it every night. So I kind of like gradually built up to using it every night. It just works really well. Like I just feel like my eyes are hydrated. They, it's supposed to help with dark circles, which I definitely think it does, because I really do suffer from dark circles and they can get quite bad. So I really felt like this made a difference to the quality of my eye contour area. It's just a product that kind of does what it claims it will do, and I really liked it. It's €53, so it's expensive, but I think when I bought it, it was 20% off, so I got it for like 40 something, and it did last me for ages. Like you wouldn't necessarily have to use it every night. You could use it like every second night or something like that if you didn't want to use it every night, because obviously you're going to use it up faster. But yeah, I really do rate this. I feel like Medicate is one of those brands that are kind of very based on ingredients. They're not all about like fancy marketing. It's basically like, okay, this ingredient does this, and this is how you use the product, and it's very kind of matter of fact, which I really like when it comes to kind of efficacious skincare. So yeah, I really liked that, and I would have bought it again, but I actually have a eye cream with retinoids in it from a different brand, so I'm going to use that, and then depending on which one I prefer, I will probably buy this again because I really liked it and I found that it actually worked. This is a quick one. It's the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. It's a Glow Recipe moisturizer, and I would say the texture of this is like in between a gel and a cream. Like it's lightweight, it's cream, but it's very lightweight. It has a light scent. It's not a plum scent, or maybe it is, I don't know. It's not like a noticeably plum or fruity scent, but there is a bit of a scent there. I got this as part of a set that Cult Beauty did, maybe it was over a year ago. It was like the end of 2023. They did like these sets, and this was in one of them. This is €41 full price, and I think this set was like 45 or something like that, so it was just a really good value. There was like loads of other products in it. This is a nice moisturizer. It's very lightweight, so it's a really good one for the summer, or if you maybe have oily skin or something like that. For me, moisturizers are hard because I've tried so many of them that very few of them actually stand out to me. I don't know if I'd necessarily buy this again because jars are not my favorite for like a daily moisturizer. I do prefer like a pump or like a squeezy tube. So it was good, but I just think for €41, there are other moisturizers that I would buy instead. It was good, it was very hydrating, and it sank into my skin really nicely, a nice lightweight texture and a very light scent, but it's not something that I would repurchase because there are just so many other moisturizers out there, and it didn't like blow me away. So for €41, I'd wanted to like really impress me. For that reason, I wouldn't buy it again. Okay, next up I have some very expensive products. This is the Votary Intense Night Oil Rosehip and Retinoid. It's 50ml. This is a product that was in a set that I bought, or a kit that I bought. It was a brand called Cosmetips, and they did a collaboration with Katie Jane Hughes where they did like a bunch of her favorite products in this bag, and it was like a really reduced price. I think it was like £700 worth of products for like £150, and this was like I think 2 years ago, so it was before I was doing like a no buy, and I was like, I have to buy this, blah, blah, blah. I didn't need to buy it, but this product alone is €128. I think it's €128 on Space NK, but it's €177 I think on their website. So I just think that that is like such a crazy price for a skincare product. I think even if this was like the best skincare product I ever tried, I'm not going to go and spend 177 or even €128 on a product like this. I really liked it. I do like an oil, and I like that it's a retinoid with an oil, so it's kind of not going to irritate your skin, depending on obviously what ingredients work for you. There is a 6-month expiry on this, and I've definitely been using it for a year, so it probably maybe wasn't as effective as it should have been. And this is quite like a natural brand. Everything is like vegan, natural. They use a lot of natural ingredients, and the packaging is really nice, but I just think it's so expensive. Like €177 on their website for this product. It's too much money, like, for anything. I just don't think any product is worth that money, like, unless it's like the best thing you've ever tried and you really notice a difference. I just feel like you can get similar products that don't cost that much money. So I'm not going to buy this again. I was happy to try it because like essentially the whole kit was the same price as this one product, and I got like loads of products in that kit. But I can't sit here and recommend a treatment, a retinoid product that is over €100, because I just feel like there's not a lot of people who are going to spend that money, and it didn't wow me enough for me to say this is incredible, you have to buy this, you know. And I'd never say that anyway, but it didn't wow me, and for the price, the price is just like ludicrous. Not something that I would be buying again. It was kind of interesting to try it to see what I thought, but just not something that I think is worth the money. This is the last skincare product, and it is, if you can believe it, even more expensive than the last one. This product is the May Lindstrom Skin The Youth Dew Balancing Facial Serum, and it's 30ml. This is so nice. I actually preferred this to the Votary one. They're not the same. Like, this doesn't have retinoid in it. It does have like coenzyme Q10, and it has like 21 oils in it, botanical oils. It also smells unbelievably good. If you like that really kind of natural, kind of botanical smell, just really calming, just really relaxing. I just absolutely love the scent. And it's this oil serum that you pump a few pumps into the palm of your hand, put it on before a moisturizer, and I absolutely loved what this did for my skin. I really thought that this made a difference. I loved using it. I loved the packaging. I loved how my skin felt when I used this. I mostly used it during the day, and I sometimes used it at night. If I was kind of like after a retinol or something, I would use this the next night to just kind of really nourish my skin. They sent this product to me along with a couple of other ones, and I've one left to use. They sent me a facial mist as well, which I reviewed I think in my last empties. This product is €215. €215 for 30ml size serum. Like, I just don't, like, I don't know, for €213, like, I feel like I'd want to be rubbing gold on my face. Like, this is made fresh. This was made in March of 2024, and then it says enjoy within 12 months of opening. I do love the fact that these are like small batch products and all really natural ingredients, and the scent obviously is a big thing, but I mean, I can live without the scent. It just is too expensive. Like I mean, my eyes just widened when I saw the price. I was just like, that is like an unbelievable amount of money for a serum. It's not even 50 mil, like it's 30 mil. It's too expensive. So even though I loved it, I absolutely loved using this. I love the scent, I love the feel, I loved what it did for my skin. I was so sad when I squeezed that pump and there was nothing coming out. I was so sad because I just really, really loved this. I think it's such a lovely product, but I could never spend over €200 on a 30 ml serum. I just couldn't. If you have the budget and you love skincare and skincare is your favorite thing and you want to spend €200 on a serum, this is absolutely gorgeous, but it's just so expensive. Like €200 for me, that would be my whole skincare routine. Obviously, I'm very lucky that I get sent products to try, and I'm really glad I was able to try this because anytime something is really expensive, I'm always kind of curious as to why and like what makes it so expensive. Is it the ingredients? Is it the packaging? Is it like the way it's made? There are obviously so many factors that go into producing a skincare product. I just couldn't justify, even if I had the money, I don't think I could justify spending that much money on one 30 ml product. It's just so expensive. So even though I absolutely loved this and I genuinely would say that it worked and it was such a lovely product for my skin and it made a difference, it's too expensive for me. It might not be for you, but it's too expensive for me and I just wouldn't be able to spend that money on it, and I just like couldn't justify it. So gorgeous product, it's just so expensive. So sadly for me, I won't be buying this again. We are at the final category, which is makeup, and I'm going to start with mascaras. I have 6 mascaras here. One of them is a small size, so I'll start with that. I'm fairly sure I've had this in an Empties before. It is the Lancome Hypnose, and this is like a really tiny 2 ml size that I was sent. They had like a gift with purchase press drop. So it was like when they were kind of showing you what the gift with purchase was. This is the wand. It is a lovely mascara. I love the Lancome mascaras. It's just not my favourite Lancome mascara. I love Monsieur Big and I love the Lashy Doll. Those are my 2 favourite Lancome mascaras that I've tried. So this is a lovely mascara. It's just not my preference. For if I was to buy a Lancome mascara, I would get one of those other 2. So it's not my favourite. It's lovely, just not my favourite. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, yeah, not my favourite. This is one that was kind of weird because I have used this before. I would consider it one of my favourite drugstore mascaras. It's really, like, I absolutely love this the first time I tried it. For some reason, I don't know whether this is like an old tube or whether it was maybe not sealed properly, but it is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and it was just so dry. I can see how much product is still left on that because I think I used it like once or twice and I could not get it to work. It was like, it wouldn't, the product was all just getting stuck in my eyelashes. It wouldn't comb through. There was like clumps of mascara. My eyelashes ended up looking really short and I had to like comb through them with the comb. So I don't know what happened. Maybe this was like really old or maybe it wasn't sealed properly or something. It seemed to be a dud because the last time I used this, I absolutely loved it. So this was kind of a write-off for me. It just wasn't, it's not an empty because I didn't get to use it because it just was so unusable. Kind of curious to buy this again to see if maybe they changed the formula or something, but it's just, yeah, I couldn't use it. So another L'Oreal one, this is the Telescopic Lift in Extra Black, and it has such a weird wand. Kind of a flat paddle brush, and then the back, there's like no things on it. I wouldn't buy it again because it just wasn't my favorite brush. I did find it finicky compared to like a proper round brush. It gave a lovely effect, like it really does lift your eyelashes and kind of because of the shape of the wand, I think it kind of gives that really fanned out look, quite defining and lengthening, but just the brush on it wasn't my favorite. I just found it kind of awkward to use compared to like a standard brush. And how I like to apply my mascara, I just found this a little bit awkward to use. So it did give a lovely effect, but just there are so many mascaras out there. It just wasn't my favourite. This is the one that was kind of a disappointment because I was really looking forward to trying this brand and this mascara in particular. This is the Queen Musea, or I think it's Musea 2053 mascara. I don't know why it's called the 2053 mascara. I did try and look on their website and see, but there wasn't anything about it. A little bit of a rosy scent. It's kind of a weighty package, and it is, as you can see, it's like squared off. The packaging was the first thing for me that just didn't work. It is, how do I describe it? So because of the like square edges, I found it really difficult to twist, which is how I like to apply my mascara. So I will go into the roots of my eyelashes and place the mascara wand at the roots of my eyelashes and wiggle it in, and then I will kind of like backcomb it so that like the majority of the formula is deposited at the roots of my lashes, and then I comb through so they have that more tapered look. And that's how I like to apply my mascara. So I found that this was awkward to like twist around because of this is probably like such a stupid problem, but like it felt awkward to use when I was like trying to like move it. Now for some people this is going to be ideal, and I know that there are some brands that have started to do this kind of packaging with mascara, because if you are visually impaired or something like that, it sits on the table and doesn't roll off the table, which like obviously if it's a round mascara it could do, or cylindrical mascara. So the packaging first off was just not ideal for me. Some people may not find it an issue, it just was a bit awkward. I did use this in a YouTube video that I did. I just kind of was like trying makeup and I used this, and it actually turned out quite nice, but every time I've used this I've just been disappointed with how my eyelashes look. It ended up looking very kind of like piecey and spindly, and they weren't uniform, like just they looked really awkward and not very voluminous. Like it kind of separated my eyelashes, but then like I'd have one that was really thick, one that was really thin, and then one that had a big clump on the end. Like it just, there was nothing uniform about it. Maybe it was because the wand was awkward for me to hold, so I couldn't do my usual technique, and maybe that's why it didn't work very well. But either way, it just didn't work the way I wanted it to work, and my eyelashes just didn't look as good as they can look with other mascaras. So even though I think this is such beautiful packaging, I love their lipsticks. They sent me a couple of their lipsticks and I really loved those, but this just was not the mascara for me. I have seen other people use this and it looks amazing on them, so it could just be it doesn't work with my eyelashes and it doesn't work with how I like to apply mascara, and maybe that's it. But it was just a bit of a disappointment and it didn't work for me, so I was very sad about that because I was really hoping it would, because it's just such gorgeous packaging, but it just wasn't for me. So that was sad. The last two mascaras are my two favourite ones, and they are both Asian beauty brands. This is the BBIA and Moomin collaboration, and it has Stinky there just lying on the mascara. This is their Never Die mascara, so it's something that they have already in their collection, but this is just like limited edition packaging that I got because it's Moomin. So they have this really thin curved wand, and it is really great at lifting and just kind of pushing your eyelashes up, and it's so waterproof as well. It's very, very similar to this one. They're both they're both very much along the lines of that has the curved wand, and it's a little bit thinner as well. This one has this BBIA one has a thinner wand, but this again has that curved thin wand that just really, if you have straight lashes, like stubborn lashes that won't curl or that won't kind of sit up, these are the kind of mascaras you want to get. They're really waterproof, so if you don't like waterproof mascara, don't get these because they're so waterproof. Like you really need a good eye makeup remover to get it all off, but they like make your eyelashes pop. Like your eyelashes just sit up so lifted and so curled when you use these mascaras. They're just really, really good at holding your eyelashes up. Whatever is in the formula, it just works really well. So I would rate these pretty much the same. Like they're both really long wearing waterproof mascaras, very similar ones and very similar prices. They're both around like 10 or 12 euro. I just thought that they were both really great, and they, you know, really made my eyelashes look great. And sometimes I really don't feel like wearing waterproof because I know that it kind of adds time to my makeup removal process, and it's a bit, you know, finicky obviously to have to use a waterproof eye makeup remover. But if you want your mascara to last all day and you really want to push your lashes up, these are like such great mascaras, so I highly recommend both of those. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Vitamin C Cactus Flower Water Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. So this is a Urban Decay All Nighter, and it's aimed at dry and mature skin. So it's basically hydrating and brightening, which the other like all nighter isn't. So it is the same hold. It's like a 16-hour waterproof hold, but it just has the vitamin C, which is going to brighten your complexion a little bit, and then the hydrating ingredients as well. So it's just going to hydrate your face and brighten it a bit. So if you have drier skin, you might want to go for a setting spray like this because it still gives hold and waterproofs your makeup, but it adds a little bit of hydration as well. So I love the All Nighter series. I love that they have loads of different kinds. They have like a more matte one, they have like an extra glow, which I liked as well. So depending on your skin type, there'll be like a different one for you. I'd easily kind of interchange this with the original All Nighter or the extra glow one. I just think they're all really good and they do what they claim to do. I have a couple of setting sprays I'm using at the moment from other brands, but this is one I wouldn't rule out buying it again because I still love All Nighter as a product. I just think it's one of the best setting sprays out there, so I do really rate this. This is going to be a long video. Next up is the Lancome Priming Serum 24-Hour Hydrating Solid Smoothing Primer, and this was sent to me by Lancome, but they sent me the refill instead of the like original compact that the refill goes into. So it just comes like a little refill that you would pop into the compact, and then it has a little spatula that you scoop it out with because it's kind of this like so I couldn't really get much more out of it. It's this kind of nearly like a solid balm, but it kind of, when you scoop it in and put it on the back of your hand, it kind of melts into your skin. So it's like almost like a silicone texture meets a hydrating primer. It's kind of a weird one, and it's made in Korea, which is kind of interesting. It's expensive, so I'm not going to buy this again, but it worked really well. It was hydrating and it was really nice under, I suppose, more maybe long wearing foundations. It's a nice one to use to pair with the Lancome 20 Doll foundation because that's a really long wearing, kind of a little bit more matte foundation. So I liked this, didn't love it, wouldn't buy it again because there are other hydrating primers that I prefer. But if it sounds like something you would like, you could have a look into it. So that was a like but not a love. This is the Surratt Dewdrop Foundation, and this is shade 3. Surratt sent me some products, I think it was in 2023. You can see I have a hole in this. This was a little kind of a rubber thing that you would push and then the product drops out of the little kind of nozzle thing. So you can see I have put a hole in that and I decanted it into a pot because it was incredibly frustrating to use. This is a really polarizing one for me because it wasn't the right shade for me. It was too dark on me. I mean, I made it work, but it was too dark. I probably would have used shade 1.5 if I had chosen it, but they sent me shade 3 and 4. I gave 4 to my sister and I think that worked on her because she's a little bit deeper skinned than me, but this was just a little bit too deep on me, so I kind of used it in the summer. This product is the most annoying packaging that I think I've ever used in a foundation or a makeup product, I think, but it's like the formula is absolutely gorgeous. The finish is stunning. It is such a lovely foundation, like so gorgeous. It always looks amazing. Like obviously the shade wasn't right, but it's blurring. It's like a medium coverage. It blends so easily. It lasts really well. It's just an incredible formula, but everything else about it was terrible. So this is like, it's a weird review because there's like this one part of it which is like the main part of it that I really, really absolutely loved, and it's like, oh, like one of the best foundation formulas I've ever tried. But the packaging, awful. I had to cut the bottom of it. Like, I would press that, and when I tell you I had to wait for so long for one drop to come out, like I pressed that down and it would drop out of here, but it would go so slow that I just gave up, and I wouldn't, like, I'd get a couple of drops and then I'd be like, no, I'm going to use something else. So I ended up cutting a hole in the bottom because I saw somebody else do this. Cut a hole in the bottom and I let it drip out into a pot, and that's how I used it because it was just really annoying. It was unusable. I wouldn't have been able to get through the product otherwise because I just couldn't use it. And if you had like arthritis or any kind of like a dexterity issue with your hands, there's absolutely no way you would be able to use that. Obviously it looks amazing. It's so sleek. It's such like aesthetically pleasing packaging. Practically it just does not work like at all. And I don't know if this was just like a dud, because I have seen some people say that has happened to them, but I've seen other people say that it drips out no problem. So I don't know whether this was maybe part of a batch where they were like a little bit faulty. That could be the case. So I'm not saying that this is like all of them are like this, because I know that they're not, because I've seen other people talking about it. But I do know a lot of people do find the packaging quite difficult to use and a bit annoying. So packaging aside, shade aside, because obviously I didn't have like my perfect shade, this is a foundation that is 19 mils. So it's a standard foundation would usually be 30 mils. Sometimes they're 50. But yeah, a standard foundation is normally 30 mils. This is 19 mils and it costs €73. It's sad because it is such a lovely foundation, but there's just so many other things that are issues for me that I just would never be able to buy this again myself. I've seen other people say similar things, so unfortunately this is just not the product for me. And like, I think if they'd have to do a lot for me to want to like buy it myself, but I mean, you'd have to change the packaging and the price and the amount for me to want to buy that again. So it just didn't work, and I'm really sad because I love the formula and it's like one of the best foundations I've ever tried, but it just, everything else about it was just not good. So that one was really sad, because I think Serum products are incredible, but that one just did not work for me, sadly. Okay, the last 4 products, and I'm going to do them in pairs because they are from 2 different brands. The first brand is Hindash Cosmetics, and these are 2 of the Hindash color fluids. So I have Carve, which is this kind of medium tan shade, and then Boy Tears, which is the shimmer shade, slightly warm with a multifaceted glitter. These are multi-purpose liquid concentrated pigments, so you can use them anywhere in the face. You've probably seen me use Carve again and again on Instagram and YouTube. It is like my go-to base product on my eyes when I just want something easy. I'll just blend this all over my lids, and I might apply like a shimmer shadow or more mattes or whatever the case might be, but it just is such an easy product to use. A little bit goes a long way. It's very concentrated and it lasts. Like, once it sets, it doesn't move. It's like so long wearing. There are 4 other shades. I have 3 of them. This is my most used, obviously, because it's kind of like the closest to my skin tone, so it just works really well as an eye base. I've also used this mixed in with one of the other shades, which is a chocolate brown, and I've used that to kind of sculpt my face if I mix it with like a foundation or concealer. And I've also used it mixed in with the pink shade and used that as blush. So you can use it all over the face, and because it's so concentrated, you only need a small amount, so it really does last for such a long time. And like mine, even though it's like, I think I've had this for like nearly 3 years, and it's an 18-month shelf life once opened, but it didn't dry out on me, so I just kept using it because it like still worked and it still blended perfectly, so I just kept using it. But I'd say if it hadn't been as pigmented, I probably would have gone through it faster, but you only need like such a small amount. Like, I would just apply a line across my lash line and just blend upwards and like that would be like your whole eye. Then the other shade is the Ultra Shimmer, and this is the shade Boy Tears. It is such a beautiful topper. You can use it on its own, or you can use it like as a, like, blend it out as a highlighter. You can use it on top of your lips. Again, it's so long wearing and you only need a little bit, and it's just like I've scraped the you can see, like, I've scraped the sides of that to try and get everything out. Both of these are not in stock at the moment. They've been out of stock for a while. I was going to repurchase them and they are both out of stock, so I don't know when they're going to be coming back in stock. I don't have anything else that's similar to this, and I don't have anything else that's similar to this. I have, like, obviously glitter topper shades, but I've nothing like in a liquid with a doe foot applicator that's so kind of both makeup artist oriented but also consumer friendly, which is what I really love about these. Because I would say the closest thing that I have tried to these is probably the Danessa Myricks Colour Fix, but they come in a tube, so you would have to decant it from the tube onto like the back of your hand or a palette and then kind of go from there. Whereas these, because they have a doe foot, they're just a little bit easier to use. So it's a similar idea to the Danessa Myricks Colour Fix. Again, that's another artistry product, but these are just a little bit more, I suppose, consumer friendly, I think. And I'm more inclined to reach for something if it has a doe foot applicator, especially for my eyes. I can just put it on, blend it out, and I'm done. I don't have to go like an in-between step of putting it onto a palette or the back of my hand. So I love these. It's very rare for me to use up an eye product, but because I used these both so much and they're so multi-use, I was able to use them on like different parts of my face, and they just lasted for such a long time, and they're just like incredible products. I'm excited for him to hopefully like come out with more shades. Like, I definitely could see like coming out maybe some like cooler toned shades. I would love that. Like, these shades are really nice, and in fact these shades together are really nice. Like, that's like such a lovely eye look, just those two products. I would love to see like some cooler shades, like a mink or a taupe with the same color value as this, and maybe like a silver or like a crystal or like a gunmetal in the Ultra Shimmer formula. So fingers crossed we will get some more shades, because I just absolutely love these products. I can't buy them because they're out of stock. I might buy one of the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk eyeshadows like to replace this, because I want to wear something like this for my wedding makeup, and I just love like a matte liquid eyeshadow as a base. I just find it lasts so long on me because I have such oily eyelids. So I might do that, but yeah, they're just like such great products, and I just can't recommend them enough. I mean, I love all of the Hindash products, but these are some of my most used because they just are so, they're just so multi-purpose, and they're just really user friendly, and yeah, I just love them. Highly recommend. Love. And lastly, I have two products from Half Magic. I have their Chrome Addiction Matte in the shade Wild Caught, which is a salmon pink. So I'll show you. That is it. It looks very bright, but it's not as bright when it's blended out on the eyes. And then I have the Glitter Pill in the shade Money Please. So this is like, I mean, I've pretty much used it up and then it kind of dried out at the end, so it's like impossible to get anything out. It has this little tiny brush applicator. So both of these are eye paints and liners, so you can use them either way. This is kind of a similar idea to the Hindash one, but it's probably not as concentrated. Hasn't got as much of a pigment level to it, but again, it's that really nice, easy to use eyeshadow base. I use this so much with the various Half Magic glitters on top. The Chrome Addiction Shimmer, I would apply that on top of this, and then I do like this all over my lid, and it was just such a beautiful like sparkly look. But because it's like pink and it was kind of blended out, it wasn't like too much. Not like today where I literally have like violet glitter all over my eyelids. But yeah, I just really love these. They have loads of different shades in these now. Like, I bought this probably 2 years ago. I think I bought both of these at the same time, and so I've had them for about 2 years. So like, obviously with liquid products, they don't last as long. but I feel like I got everything out of these that I could. I just used them so much. Like I loved using this just over like a brown liner along my lash line, and that was just like such an easy look, but it was still like, you know, a little bit of sparkle along your lash line, and I really loved that. I have a few shades in this. I actually used the shade Sky Juice today under this glitter. It's like a periwinkle blue, which is like my favorite. I absolutely love that shade. That's nearly gone, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to buy a new one because it's like the most stunning blue. It's just incredible. These are more expensive than the Hindash. These are, I think, $29.50, and then I think the Hindash ones are $20. So I think these are more expensive in euro, and probably maybe a little bit more user friendly in a way because they have less pigment to them, so you can't go overboard as easily. But really good, really long wearing, great base for powder, glitter, whatever you want to do on top. And I would love to repurchase both of these, but I am on a no buy. I have other glitters. I don't have anything like exactly like this. I don't have a glitter liner. I would love to repurchase this, and like there's lovely, really nice shades that have been added to that since I bought this. And then I'd love to buy this again as well, but I do have the Hindash shade Heartist, which is like, it's not like a bright pink, but it's kind of a more dusty pink. So I do have something similar, so I'm going to use that up first. But I really do want to repurchase these because I love them, and they're such great products, and they're just so fun. And like I love wearing these products because they make me excited to do my makeup. And if you want to try glitter but you don't want to deal with fallout or glitter glues or anything like that, this is just such a handy product because it's like a little liner, and you can literally just put it on your lash line, or you can use it, you can like just swipe it all over your lid and kind of tap it out, and you're not going to get any mess or any fallout, and it's just really super easy to use. So absolutely love both of these, and yeah, I can't really say anything bad about them. I just love them. So that is it. There are 4 products that I have here that have been discontinued, so I'm not even going to mention them because there's just no point. That is 3 months worth of empty products. I know it's a lot. Keep in mind that I do get sent a lot, and I obviously try a lot more products than the average consumer. If you want to know any more details, there will be a corresponding blog post to this video, so you will have all the details written down. That is my first empties of 2025. It was long, so thank you for watching or listening. If you enjoyed the video, please do give me a thumbs up because it really does help. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, and if your opinion differs from mine, I would love to know that as well. And yeah, thank you so much for interacting with my content. It is so appreciated. I will see you next week with another video.